Hello, thank you for joining me. This is Recondition Your Condition. My name is Stephen Williams. I'm a counselor, life coach, spiritual mentor, and mind mentor. I want to talk to you about a subject that I think is extremely important. Again, I would like to re-emphasize or emphasize that this message, all the messages you see with me on it, they are directly geared toward and for people that are just waking up or people who are awake. Okay, I'm not trying to reach the world. I'm not trying to talk to the world. I'm reaching those people because just like you, I was right there looking for information and searching for information and seeking someone to guide me along this journey of awakening. But let's talk about this subject of God and the devil. When I began my journey in search of, and actually I've been on that journey my entire life. I remember when I was about 10 years old, um, I was searching for God, but most importantly, I was searching for the truth. And I came to the conclusion, if I find God, I'll find the truth. And if I find the truth, then I'll know more about life. Also, I was looking for wisdom because I read in the Bible the scripture that says wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and all thy getting, get understanding. Well, I came to one conclusion. If I find God, if I get wisdom, then I'll have everything that I need. Think about it. If I have wisdom, and wisdom is the principal thing, it is the most important thing, then guess what? I have everything I need. I'm not lacking anywhere. So I went on my journey along those principles, with those principles and along those lines. And I found and obtained both. I found God, I obtained wisdom, and I understood truth. And that's what I want to share. That's what I want to share with you this morning. In my search for God, I studied the scriptures back and forth, up and down. I was searching every day, day and night. I looked and I searched and I looked. And I heard preachers were saying, you don't need to read any other books. You don't need to read anything but the Bible. That was a lie. So you all have to know these lies. No, so when I got beyond that lie, I started searching. I started reading. I was being drawn to certain books. I was being drawn to certain information. You notice I said drawn, right? My energy was drawing me to certain things, certain people, certain books, certain information. Why? I don't know. And I didn't know at the time. Yes, I do know now. Because everything here in this place that you all commonly believe as planet Earth, everything here is energy. Everything here is made from energy. Everything here is made around energy. Everything is energy. The most important thing you need to know is, yes, this energy does vibrate at a certain frequency. Do you need to know the frequency that it vibrates? Not really. The most important, you need to know the same things that I knew at the time that I was in search of. Follow my heart. Follow your heart. Follow and pursue what you are chasing. Me, I was chasing God. I was trying to find God. Along that journey, I found out that the word God was made up. There's no such thing as a God in the Bible. Okay, the word God comes from a word that the Europeans or the people that translated this Bible made up to put you in bondage. But there's no original word called or name or etymology, however you pronounce that word, that describes to you who God is. There's a reason for that. Because in my search for God, in my pursuit of God, I found self, me. In my pursuit to know self better, I found God. All along, I was looking for me. And that is the truth. Because if you don't know who you are, you can search for God all you want. You're going to end up frustrated and confused. You're the greatest God you will ever know. You just don't know how great you are. Until you know who you are and what you are and why you're here, guess what? You can keep searching, jumping from church to church, going to one religious event after the other. You are it. So yes, I found God. And I found out all this other stuff that these people had made up in the scriptures, these scriptures y'all call the Bible. I was able to discern, to decipher, to determine what was truth, what was junk, and what was trash, and what was used to enslave my mind. When I understood that, I could then understand what the purpose of the Bible was. And it was for just what I just told you, to enslave your mind, to prevent you from knowing who you are, because that is the greatest objective you will ever accomplish in this place or on this planet called planet Earth, or in this experience. When you understand who you are, your whole world will change. As far as the devil is concerned, there is no devil. There is no enemy. The only enemy the only enemy that you have to be concerned about is the stuff that you believe as truth, because it will turn against you. If you are believing something that is wrong and that is in error, guess what? It will work against you. Because if you believe it, then if you believe that you are defeated, if you believe there's an enemy that's attacking you, if you believe there's an enemy that's making you sick, you'll be sick. If you believe that there's an enemy that can hinder you, harm you, cause confusion, then you will be hindered, harmed, and you will have confusion. But if you understand and know who you are, you will know and understand this: can't nobody stop you, hinder you, harm you, or cause you pain, destruction, kill you, destroy you. No one. Now, I'm going to try to help some of you all. I'm going to try to help some of you all by using the Bible. That very same thing, that very thing that you believe in so strongly has been telling you for years who you are, and you just ignore it. The scripture says life and death is in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Some of y'all speak, some of y'all are speaking yourselves to death every day. Some of y'all are speaking yourselves into chaos and confusion every day. Some of you all are speaking yourselves into problems and situations, sicknesses and diseases every single day. Nobody is doing it but you. It ain't no devil that's doing it. You doing it. Is there an enemy? Are there people that don't like you? Yes. There are people that don't like you. That is obvious. Are there people that may be trying to stop you or hinder you from being successful? Yes, that is quite obvious. But they can't stop you. Yes, you got people that don't like you. Yes, you got people the minute you walk in the room, they shiver. But you don't have to concern yourselves with them. Ignore them. Rebuke them. Tell them to get away from you. Remember, I did say everything here is energy, right? Even the words that are coming out of your mouth is energy. Well, you can use those very words to put the enemy in his place, or in her place, or in its place. You're greater than the energy that's around you that's opposing you. You're much greater, especially when you know who you are. Because when you know who you are, your whole entire being resonates with the atmosphere of where you are and what you are. Your entire being resonates with creation. Your entire being resonates with the energy of the earth. Your entire being resonates with the energy of your surroundings. Therefore, you are in control of your surrounding. Therefore, the animals are in harmony with you, and you are in harmony with the animals. I could give you all, I could tell y'all stories after stories. I've had dogs run up on me trying to bark me. When they got close to me, they stopped and started sniffing around me and just simply started wanting to play because they recognized my energy. I wasn't afraid of them. That's another thing. When you know who you are, you're not afraid of anything or anybody. For what? Why should you be? They may be afraid of you, but you're not afraid of them. And the animals, whether it be birds, cats, dogs, cows, you name it, when you resonate who you are, their energy is going to resonate you along that same level. Okay? But the most important thing you need to know is you. Now, this thing about God and the devil, I said this once in one of my videos. In my pursuit of God, I found me. In my pursuit to know me or self better, I found God. Bottom line, I just came to the conclusion I am God. You'll say, but you didn't create you. And I will say, yes, I did. But you will say, oh, you sound crazy. And I will say to you, no, you just don't comprehend or recognize or understand what I am saying or where I'm bringing this information from. And you will say, well, how in the world can you create yourself? I got a better one. How did God create himself or herself or itself? If it's God, it had to originate from somewhere. And if it originated from somewhere, it had to have some kind of source. The same with you and me. If you originated from somewhere, there had to be a source. If you know what that source is, then you know how and where you were created. See, a lot of y'all think you were born. No, you weren't born, you were created. The physical birth of a being is just that, physical. But you all do know that we're more than just physicality, right? We are spirit, soul, and body. And I didn't say soul, soul. We have the energy of the sun. Where does the energy of the sun come from? You see, there's a play on words that has been played on your mind. And the goal is to trick you into not believing or not knowing who you are. But once you know who you are, guess what? You will soon begin to understand where you come from. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about where you come from and who created you. That's another lesson. The most important thing I want you to understand right now is this. There is no devil. You are God. And if you really want to know the truth, you are not only the God of your life, but you're the devil of your life too. It's based on what you believe about yourself, your surroundings, the atmosphere, the people, the everything. It's based on what you believe. Because if you are believing something that's contrary against your whole livelihood, if you're believing something that is contrary, goes against your entire being, then you have become the devil of your life. The word devil means adversary. You have become your own adversary because the stuff you are believing is contrary to the truth. We're back at the truth. So I'm going to close with this. When you understand who you are, you will resonate truth and you will be drawn to truth. You won't have to chase for it. Chase it because truth will be attracted to you and you will be attracted to truth. You won't have to figure and wonder if somebody telling you a lie or telling you the truth because the energy in you will confirm and validate if what they're saying is true or not. I know the people that I'm speaking to, you understand what I'm saying. Those that are not understanding what I'm saying, you can go right ahead on. You can keep moving. I don't care. I'm only here for specific people. Until next time, take care and keep watching.